Hello everyone, Marius here. In today's video I will be playing Observer System Redux in VR. This is an Unreal Engine 4 game, and as I've shown previously with my batVR videos, Unreal Engine 4 games tend to work really well with super depth 3D VR, and this is no exception, man. Like, this game looks amazing in the headset. There is some pretty big differences though between virtual desktop on the PC and the VR companion app. I actually experienced so much issues with the performance in the VR companion app that I chose to only play with virtual desktop on the PC, and like the difference is night and day between those two. However, it depends. Like, it depends on where you're at in the game itself. So in some places it works just fine. In other places, like personally, I made the switch and have not gone back. So yeah, this is an incredible experience, folks. Like, this is maybe my favorite batVR experience. It's cyberpunk, and as you know, I'm really into cyberpunk, and the graphics are just insane and the 3D is beautiful. The actor, like the main character, amazing. Sadly, he passed away some years ago. He actually played in the original Blade Runner. So yeah, like, if you haven't played this game, you're in for a treat, folks. As always with my batVR videos, I will be showing some gameplay that you can see in your headset, view it in 3D in your headset to make up your mind whether or not this is worth it for you. I will also be sharing my profiles for super depth 3D VR, OpenTrack and Joy2Key, and it's really simple. You just download everything below. Okay folks, let's do this.
Mr. Lee.
Okay folks, what is batVR? batVR is batch loading different software so we can play flat screen games in VR. Usually, software we would be batch loading are OpenTrack, so that we can track the headset's movement in the game. We would also be batch loading either virtual desktop for the PC or the VR companion app. The VR companion app is free. However, it does not perform as well as virtual desktop for the PC. Virtual desktop for PC costs $10 on Steam. Joy2Key is used to assign keyboard shortcuts to your gamepad. I recommend playing with a gamepad as it is, in my opinion, the most comfortable way to play. We also use Joy2Key to control virtual desktop for the PC or the VR companion app. In most cases, we would be using Reshade. This is used to get stereoscopic 3D in the game we are playing. In some cases, it might be necessary to use other software as well. Like in games where you do not have a field of view slider, it might be nice to use a software like Flawless Widescreen. This is the case for example, Ghostwire Tokyo. So why play with batVR? So for one thing, if you use the VR companion app, then playing batVR is totally free of cost. However, this does have some performance issues. So if you choose to play with virtual desktop on the PC, this, on the other hand, costs very little money. It only costs like $10 to get virtual desktop for PC. Another reason for playing games in your VR headset is that it's much more immersive than playing flat screen games on a flat screen. Personally, I kind of struggle with playing flat screen games after getting exposed to VR. So I always play my games in my headset. So how does batVR work? How it works is that you download my zip file for the game you want to play. This you want to extract to your local C drive. Okay? From here you want to double click the folder that has been created and you want to take a look at the installation guide. Here you will get information on how you can download Reshade, the VR companion app, OpenTrack, Joy2Key, and other software if needed. You will also be able to read about how you can install batVR, either manually or with my batch installer. I also give some general information about things that are nice to know, such as how you can auto-detect a game in Joy2Key, so you don't have to choose your profile every time you are booting up, and how to do the same for OpenTrack. If you want to use my batch installer, you double click on installation, choose your headset, choose how you will be playing. For example, if you are using the free option, which is the VR companion app, you will double click on the VR companion app, and here you want to edit place files for me. You right click, view more alternatives, and click edit. Choose view more and run anyway. In my batch script, you want to see whether or not the directories that I have put in match the folder locations on your computer. If you did not buy the game on Steam, you will need to edit where my SuperDepth 3D VR profile should be placed. And if you did not buy the game on Epic Games, you would of course need to edit this. You need to edit the username where it says 123 and replace this with your own username on Windows. You can click Ctrl H, write in your own username and click replace all to replace all instances of 123. Once you have edited place files for me, you can double click it and this will create two bat files on your desktop. One is for running all of the software you are batch loading, and one is for stopping all of the software you are batch loading. So if I double click Ghostrunner Start All, as you see, this starts the VR companion app, Joy2Key, OpenTrack, and the game. If you are using virtual desktop for the PC, I have also created a recommendations PDF which you can read. Here I mentioned some things that are nice to know, how to headlock the screen without having any delay, how to enable half side by side, some general information that is nice to know as well. The same goes for if you are using virtual desktop for the Quest. I have a PDF which shows which background I recommend using, how to remove the headlock delay on your screen, how to access your screen options, and how to enable half side by side. All this you can find in my batVR folder. So that's it, folks. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, folks, so we'll start off when taking a look at the settings. In this game, at the moment I'm playing with 2560 by 1440 when like demonstrating this to you guys, but the quality is on high. I have ray tracing on and DLSS on quality. I have also adjusted the field of view slider to 110, so that is almost all the way to the top. Okay, so if you are using the VR companion app, you can click Control on your keyboard to enable side-by-side 3D. And if you are using virtual desktop for the PC, you can press J on your keyboard to enable side-by-side 3D. And then you should see this apartment, building, complex, or whatever you call it, become three-dimensional. Personally, I'm really satisfied with this profile. I do think maybe I went a little bit overboard with the 3D effect with this, but yeah, to me this looks like almost perfect. So I'm not gonna actually play from here. This is where I'm at the moment. I'm gonna start a new game for you guys. This was just so that you can get a glimpse of everything, you know. So let's see, we'll head back to the menu and I'm gonna start a new game. It says all my progress will be lost, but I haven't gotten that far. I'm just gonna play through the start. I'm gonna skip cutscenes and stuff like that, and just so that you can get a general impression of this and that I don't spoil anything, because where I'm at the moment, I don't really know what's gonna happen if there's a big spoiler or something, so I'm just gonna start everything from the beginning. I haven't gotten far though. So here's the cutscene, we'll just skip that. You can see stuff like that for yourself on your own. And here we go.
You there? Come in, Lazarski. Lazarski, you there?
So,
Come in, Lazarski.
to me this looks extremely good.
Yeah, I'm here.
You okay there? I've been hailing you for the past 5 minutes.
I'm fine. Must have dozed off.
No rest for the wicked. How's the dream meter treating you?
Well, I'm not a vegetable yet.
Could have fooled me.
Already are.
I'm serious, Dan. Your signal's all over the place. Have you taken your meds?
Yeah, so this is kind of funny. You can choose what to say. I love that in games. Sure, I'm gonna lie.
Sure.
Wow, that was convincing. Take your meds, detective. I need you clear-headed.
Yeah, so I have to take my meds. How did I do that? Yeah, that was pressing this button here. And then, what was it? I locked the view to my face, so it was kind of hard for me to see.
There you go. Looking better already.
Yeah. Wouldn't want me to mess up. Can you see the headlines? Another leech goes berserk.
Don't be like that. It's just...
Yeah. What's this about? Just checking in? Or you need me downtown?
Nah, just a checkup. No one left for you to interrogate.
Sounds pretty bad.
Yep, not pretty. The explosion level half a block. The place is still on fire. Corporate goons all over the place, securing the area.
Covering the tracks, I mean?
Careful what you say. This is a monitor channel.
Who is this? How'd you get this frequency?
Don't you recognize me?
Adam?
Yes. Well, what's left of me? Dad.
What happened? Where have you been all this time?
Away from you. It's fine. Thought it would be easier. Hear your voice after all these years. But it really isn't.
Come on, Adam, don't start.
I really thought I could pull it off. You know? I was so close to making a difference. Setting us all free. out.
Doesn't matter. Tell me where you are. I'll come and get you.
Shit. Dad. For once in your life, just listen to me. Whatever happens, I want you to remember, you're not in control.
Adam, can you hear me? You still there? Adam. God damn it.
Dad? Dad?
Matriarch, display caller ID.
Display.
Yeah, like look at this. This is so damn Blade Runner.
Matriarch, locate source of last call.
Triangulating coordinates.
Come on.
Location established. Tenement building. Class C district.
Jesus. Adam, the stacks. You just had to hit button. Rock fucking button.
Yeah, skip like all the cutscenes in the game. So here we have another beautiful place for you to check out the 3D. As you see, the 3D looks it looks so damn good, man. I kind of feel like the halo effect on characters are a little bit too much. That is because I have turned up the divergence convergence slider maybe a little bit too much, but personally I like it like this because then I get that real like 3D depth. Yeah, so I can mess with this robot. I didn't notice that before.
Need to get out. Easy there, Lieutenant. I'm not looking for trouble. Oh, tenant.
Am I a tenant?
Ground floor. Through the courtyard. Turn right, turn left. Straight ahead, turn right. Yeah, I got it. Backwards and forwards. Thanks. Go.
So like when it comes to the performance here, I have seriously no issues. Like that is not normal. Like I usually have some performance issues with all games that I play like this, but this one, seriously man, zero issues. This performs just like extremely well. It doesn't even make sense. However, I went a little bit overboard with the field of view. I see that, but yeah. You have to kind of like just feel for these things. It's not the same as playing regular VR games. However, usually regular VR games never look this good. Like seriously, man. Sure, I can see some halo effects around things, but regular VR games, if we're not talking about Half-Life Alyx, they usually don't have these graphics. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to the next place. So, like, who would have thought that Unreal Engine games would work so well with this? Like, I've been thinking like Unity works best with every kind of like modding or whatever. Like usually my go-to game engine is Unity because that's the thing that I'm working on learning and everything. But this batVR stuff like worked straight away with Unreal Engine. So I kind of almost feel like starting to make games in the Unreal Engine just because of this experience. You know what I mean? Something happened here, folks. Yeah, I already know what happened here because I've already played it. Okay, so this is extremely cool. I'm like a sci-fi super cop, right? So I can look at this stuff.
Victim is equipped with an ID mixer.
And here we can watch like biometric stuff, so I can scan his wounds.
The head was removed post-mortem.
Sorry folks, just a sec. Okay, there we go. I'm playing with a virtual desktop on the PC at the moment, so like headlocking the display and recentering and stuff, I have to hit buttons that do different things, you know. Okay, so here comes a spoiler alert, folks. We hit the fan. And that looks really cool. No, that is not the spoiler. Now I'm gonna do something that you're not gonna see in the video, because I'm gonna edit it out, and that is like, this is a puzzle. And now I did not ruin anything for you. This I also will be editing out, so don't worry, I'm not spoiling anything for you. Okay, so the puzzles you can go figure out yourself.
This just doesn't feel right. You're still alive.
This is essentially lockdown procedure. Tourists do not come concerned. Remain in your apartments and await further instruction. Attention tourists. This is essentially lockdown procedure. There is no need for concern.
Okay. So here we are, folks. We're back at where it all began. Okay, so if you're viewing this in the headset, I leave you with the fan blowing stuff in the air, and you see for yourself that this is pretty beautiful. Okay, folks. There you have it, folks. Observer System Redux in VR. As I said, this is an amazing title to experience in your headset. And I'm really satisfied with the profile for this, the 3D. However, as I said, I would recommend that you play this with virtual desktop for the PC, because I did experience some pretty significant performance issues at times when using the VR companion app. However, like, I didn't always have a bad experience with the VR Companion app, and if you want to stick with the free option, then sure, go ahead. But yeah, like, this is one of those cases with a batVR game that I do, or like profiles that I do, where I really feel like this is that level of immersion where I can totally recommend it, right? So this is like the reason why I do the whole batVR thing to begin with, because of profiles like this one, where you get a game which is just amazing, you know. The game itself is already amazing, but you know, when you get that 3D and you can like have your head movements tracked and everything, yeah, that's the shit, man. Okay, I'll catch you on the next one, folks. Hope you liked today's video, and I hope you found it useful. If so, don't forget to click the thumbs up button and leave a comment and subscribe. Okay, see ya.